Hello, Sagittarius, sun signs, rising signs, and moons. This is your February Horoscope from me, Kim, at Expressions of the Universe. So, the moons for the month of February. The full snow moon in Leo will be coming in on February 9th, and that is a sister fire sign for the Sagittarians. So, I feel that the energy is going to be explosive, bringing about new changes, new beginnings. It's in the 12th house. This is clearing karma. This is releasing yourself from restrictions, from prisons that we put ourselves in, from obligations that we get caught up in. This is also definitely otherworldly. This is spirit energy. What's interesting is that the new moon in Pisces on February 23rd will be hitting you in the 8th house. So this is secrets, things that you're not saying. This is shadow side. This is also like otherworldly, underworldly, things that are taboo. This is also our sexual passion, sexual energy, shared resources that we share with everybody. It's such a dynamic for the Sagittarians for this month because you're dealing with a lot of past life things. So I'm curious to see what comes up in your cards. Now, I have pre-shuffled some of the decks to save us time, and then I'll do a reading with these decks. So let's get started. Your animal totem for the month, and I love this. This is almost like the 8th house and the 12th house. It is bat spirit. And this is talking about a transformation, a new beginning, changing things around. This says a rebirth is assured. So I think you're going to come into the month of February one way and you're leaving a completely different way. Your crystal card for the month, and I love this. It's lapis lazuli, it's self-knowledge, so you'll be learning a lot about yourself. I'm hearing that you need to embrace shadow side and your lightness, both. You want to do deep exploration into everything, dig down deep. Lapis lazuli, this is a great third eye chakra stone. I just told somebody the other day about this, actually a Leo, to place a lapis lazuli on your third eye when you meditate. It will help open that third eye. You're going to be learning a lot about yourselves. Now, I'm also hearing the Akashic records, and a very interesting and wise Sagittarian had a prophetic dream about the Akashic records. So that's interesting. Assured joy is coming your way, and I love that, because when we do get clarity about ourselves and we bring on that self-knowledge, we find out what our purpose is here, what we're supposed to be doing. It does bring us a lot of joy. All right, so I'm going to put these off to the side, reserve them. Let's get down to the planets. Let's see. I love this bat totem. And it's card number 5, which is about change. But look at his third eye. Can you see that? I love it. It's nothing to be frightened about. I think a lot of people get afraid of the 8th house and the 12th house because there is a lot of unknown. There's a lot of hidden. Ooh, what fell out? What falls to the floor comes to the door. And this is the sun. It's your immortal soul is finding its true purpose and destiny. And Scorpio's just got that. That's interesting. All right, this is flanked by Taurus. The underlying issue is that Sagittarians really need to get grounded. You need to get in touch with nature. This will help you to be more productive, more relaxed. It's time to slow down a little bit And I know that it can be hard sometimes for the Sagittarian sun signs, rising signs, and moons, because you have so much fire energy under your butts that keeps you going and going and going. But this is saying it's time for you to slow your roll a little bit. Now, passing or in the past, from the past, we have Mercury. So this is talking about you will be improving your communication skills. In the past, your communication skills were extremely poor, creating a lot of conflict, creating a lot of chaos. And it is time for you to now take center stage and improve on those skills. And I love this because the 10th house is coming up. So this could be some sort of public speaking role, teaching speaking role, because Mercury, I'm thinking of Gemini, 3rd house, elementary education, but this is also a career move that will fulfill your purpose and your destiny. Let's try this deck. We'll pull a couple cards. This is also your achievements, your status in the outside world will be shifting and changing once you improve your communication skills. Proper communication also includes listening to the other side, and not just listening with your ears, but listening, absorbing, and being clear. All right, and this is interesting because the Gemini card of I think comes up, and this is about communication. This is about our thoughts, our words, the things that we say, we write, we think. I love that. And that's coming up on top of the Sun card. All right, the underlying. Now this is interesting because this is Uranus, and Uranus is in Taurus right now. And this is on top of the Taurus card. So this is saying that this is about a 7 to 8 year transformation for you. It will kick off in this month, but this will take place over the next 7 to 8 years. Passing out of your realm. It's the 2nd house, and it says owning. This is about the things that you own, the things that you value. There could be some changes for Sagittarius sun signs, rising signs, and moons, moving to a new residence. Things that you think you own that are changing. And I always like to say that we don't own anything. We're just borrowing everything. Like, we don't own our pets. We don't own our children or our families or our spouses. They're just... we don't even own any of this, because you know what? We can't take any of that with us to the other side, so it's not really ours, if you think about it. And then coming in on top of the 10th house card, I love it. It is the Capricorn card, which Capricorn rules the 10th house. So that's perfect. And it says, I use. This is just solidifying and clarifying for the Sagittarius sun signs, rising signs, and moons. Now, some of the previous signs, I had so much mixed energy coming in that I didn't know who it was for, but this seems pretty clear that this is like solid for the Sagittarians, that it will be about communication, the things that you own, the things that you value, things changing over the next 7 to 8 years, career changes, career moves, and also, you know, with that Capricorn, capitalizing financially in these areas. Okay, so let's see what the tarot has to say, you know, because that could be, who knows? All right, so the 3 of Pentacles is coming up, and it is symbolized by 3 ants moving uphill with the coins. So for prosperity, whenever I see this card, I always think teamwork makes the dream work. And the 6 of Swords, it is reversed. This is saying it's time to surrender. It's time to relax, rejuvenate, stop the arguments. This is on top of that Taurus card where I talk about slowing down, getting more grounded, getting out into nature. It's also on top of the Uranus card of change in the passing position. This is a defeat, the Ten of Swords. Now, there are a lot of swords coming up, so I'm feeling conflict. I'm feeling arguments and words, sharp words, but this is surrendering. This is just admitting, like, you're over, you're done, you're ready to move on from a particular situation. And your final card, it is the Hermit. So you will be spending some time by yourself in your own little shell. This is a time for you to tap into your spirituality, tap into these things that you value. If you're not sure what it is you value, time alone will definitely help. Now, this also says don't spend too much time alone and by yourselves. You don't want to completely isolate, but this is thinking, with this Taurus card down here, you need to separate yourself from any of these situations where the swords are showing up, any conflict, any drama. It has to end. Also, too, keep in mind about improving your communication, not pointing the finger and blaming other people because, maybe you're not hearing them properly. And maybe you are not communicating back to them. Maybe they're not hearing you, It's a two-way street. It always is a two-way street. But you have to come to some sort of middle. Sometimes the best thing to do is to remove yourself for just a little while and tap into spirit and see what wisdom, higher wisdom, spirit can bring for you. Because that's where all the answers are. And I think that's all I have for you, Sagittarian sun signs, rising signs, and moons. If you liked this video, please share it with your friends. Make sure you comment me. Let me know what you think about the reading. I'm always curious and I will respond to your comments. Subscribe, click the bell so that you get notifications of my next videos. And be sure to check me out on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, Twitter, and my blog at expressionsoftheuniverse.com. So until March, I'll see you, little ponies.